This woman was extremely ruthless to herself. She drew out a large jar of blood from her body and then picked up a hammer and struck her head hard. And she did all of this just to make her husband murder her. Half a year ago, the woman wanted to divorce her husband, but he flat out refused. So, unwilling to accept this, she hatched a plot for a murder. She maxed out the credit card her husband had given her, went on a crazy spree buying expensive luxury goods, and then hid them all away, creating the false impression that her husband was facing a financial crisis. After that, the woman bought a high-value insurance policy, but named her husband as the beneficiary. She even wrote a thick diary, which was filled with fabricated love stories between the two of them, as well as records of the man's infidelity and domestic violence. Once everything was ready, the woman and her husband approached their 5th wedding anniversary. However, after her husband left for work, the woman began her plan. She spilled the prepared blood on the kitchen cabinets, and then poured the remaining blood on the floor. Subsequently, she deliberately erased some of the bloodstains. Then, the woman found an iron rod, stained it with her own blood, and put the rod into the fireplace. And that diary was stuffed into the microwave by the woman, pretending that it was her husband destroying the evidence. After finishing all these things, the woman cut off her long hair, and even changed the color of her eyebrows and hair. Then she drove away with a sense of bravado. However, the woman never expected that after she left, her husband would be extremely happy, and even made it to the front page of the news. What she didn't know was that, in fact, her husband was also brewing an even more terrifying conspiracy.